Hello and welcome. And next I am planning to give a hint that if your car's automatic gearbox is slippery and worn out, there could help that if you try this little bit different oil what you normally use. Like in that my car there is Dextron 2-level automatic oil, but now I am planning to test this Ford Donax Ford Type F automatic gearbox oil, and I have got good result. And then I can do also that I can little bit overfill this my automatic gearbox, and then this slippery is away, and then of course it's good to clean this automatic gearbox, this oil sump area, and next we can see that also. And if you have any automatic gearbox filter in there, it is good to clean or replace. And now I will show that in how we add that in oil. There is this adding hole, and carefully I add in there, and this is quite difficult when this hole is so small. Okay, and then when we have made all of these things, and these things were that we have replaced in their new automatic gearbox oil, it is first one, and if this is not helping, then we can try some another automatic gearbox oil like this Donax Ford Type F, what is in here, in that kind of automatic transmission fluid. And then next part was that we need to clean this oil sump area, and the fourth one is that we need to replace and clean this automatic gearbox filter. Okay, and that kind of information, and next we can see that how I clean this oil sump, and also how I replace this automatic transmission filter, oil filter, liquid filter, and then we continue. Okay, and now I have opened almost all bolts. There are still a couple left, and oil is a little bit draining out. And then when we have opened like all bolts, like couple of revs, we can little bit test that how much there is oil soon coming. And now I think that I can open that side, what is in here, this area in here, that I can take that rear areas all of these bolts away in that way. And there is this one, and then I take next one. Sorry. And then that one, and then that one out. And there is that. And soon oil should come in here, and then a little bit more that, and okay, and there are those. And then I open a little bit that one, and that one in here, but I keep these bolts in here. And now when I like that oil start to come out, I need to do so that I take my screwdriver that kind of screwdriver, and I insert that in here, in that side, and I start to bend. There's good U in that position, and I have flathead screwdriver, and I insert that in here, and carefully I hope that there is not too much oil. In that way it is still quite stuck, but maybe if I use my hammer, okay, good. Now oil is there. Excellent. Good. Okay. Now oil rain comes. Good. There's oil coming, and okay, good. And then let's look that where this oil are draining. This is like oil rain. A little bit more. Oil is raining. This is not good shower place, but there is oil coming, and then I only wait so long that all oils are away, and I little bit bend. Good. There is oil coming. It's rains nicely. And then I insert even a little bit more my. And then when I have drained out all of these oils, we continue. And it takes a couple of minutes that oils are out. Okay, and now when oils they have mostly dried out, then I can open also these final screws in here, in that area, and then be carefully when I take that all oils out. There is little bit oil in that area, and carefully move that in that position, and then oils drop to canister. But next I plan to take these all final bolts out, and then this automatic gearbox oil sump is free, and only a couple of bolts, and then this you can see. Okay, now there came more suddenly this oil, and be carefully, because it is not nice to get oil against our head. Okay, still. Okay. And look, this is good position where I inserted that my this is target area. But now this oil sump is open, but this area is bigger. Okay, now, and it's bigger, and now we can see also in the inside. Nice, and this is good view. And then only final couple of screws away, and then this oil sump is free, and there is my tool. And remember, do not lose these bolts, because they are specific Toyota's bolts, and if you lost these bolts, please go to visit nearest Toyota dealership center and they will give similar high quality bolts, because this is not a standard bolt, specific gearbox oil sump bolt. And if we use anything other bolts, there is risk of this oil leak. Okay, and soon I believe that there is only couple of these bolts left, and then I can take this. I think that maybe this could be like last one, and then I can take this oil sump actually quite nicely away. And again, there is this oil sump. It looks like that. Okay, now this is fine. And then we can right away go to look that what this looks like. And there is this old oil filter in here, and there are those solenoids in there. And soon we continue. Okay, and here is this my oil sump, what I took away, and there is still left that oil, and that's we need clean cotton cloth, and these are magnets. Okay, and there is interesting, there are some metallic dirties in there, and when we look in this our oil sump, we can see that these parts collects these metallic particles, and that's when I clean that more. I can clean these things, we can see more. Okay, and next I clean that area totally. Okay, and then when I have this oil sump in here, it is important to note that there are 3 magnets in here. 1, 2, 3, and based on these we can see that how much there is metallic worn out particles in here, that what is our gearbox situation, because if this is full of metal, then we can think that these metals, these parts, they have came from our gearbox gears, and there I can see a little bit metallic, and this is bad, a little bit bad signal, but of course it is not so critical, because this gearbox mileage, this driving amount is about 300,000 miles, and that is normal. But next it is important that I take clean cotton cloth and I clean all of these metallic magnets what are in here in that way, and I clean all of this, and then I insert this in weight in here, and then I take next one. And it is important, if we have any slippery in our car, that when we clean these, then these magnets, they collect more these metallic particles, and our automatic transmission works better if there is anything slippery. Okay, now they are quite clean, and then I need to clean totally also this area, that I clean that, and next I take a little bit more cotton cloth. Okay, and now when I am planning to take this filter out, note there is more electric cable what goes in there, and there is small clip in here, and I need to take this cable in that way out, and then I need to open this 10 millimeter these bolts in here, and first one is in here in that way, and then there's next one is in here, I take that out and one is in here. Okay, and then note, there's oil, still oil coming. Be carefully, again oil is draining. And please drain all of these oils in this canister. But just like how I have made. Okay, and then let's continue. Interesting that there's oil. Now I take this first bolt out, and it's look. Okay, look, and this is quite long bolt. First one, and then here's second. But before that, I think that I open this side first. Okay, and there's also long 10mm bolt. And this was actually longer. Look. That one, this is a little bit longer. This one comes in here, and then what is a little bit longer comes in here. Note that these bolts are different length, and this longer comes in here. And what about then this final bolt? What is this one's length? Let's look. And then keep also your hand in here, because now this filter is almost free. Okay, now it's there. Okay, yes, I managed to keep that. And there is still oil. Look, oil inside. Okay, oil is dropping out. And now I insert my filter in that position. And filter is in there. And then we can look in there. And look, there is Aisin. Aisin is the maker of this gearbox. Okay, and then we go to look this my filter closer. Okay, and there is my filter, and there is this oil sump. Now I move that little bit away, and there was this final bolt. What length is something like that? Note, and it should be, yes, they are same length, 2 in here, and this longer comes in here. Okay, cool. Okay, now I think that we can look in there inside, and let's look that I take my cotton cloth, and this is full of black dirt, as we can see. And now I think that there is possibility that we can reuse this filter, so that we only insert in little bit something liquid, what makes this like cooled, because if we can see that there is those filter element, and we can see through of that like in that way, and if we could take this all, we can clean that totally. And let's look, I take next my liquid thinner, and soon we continue. Okay, and here I have now this thinner. This is dangerous liquid, and there is my this oil canister tank, and I insert that this is my old filter, and now I think that there is this filter element, and if I insert this my thinner in here, and if this goes through, I think that yes, it goes through. I think that I can reuse that my filter, because if this works fine, there's no any issues. I only clean that, and I think that maybe those, and if I insert that my thinner, it is like gasoline benzene, and if I insert my thinner in here in that way, maybe all dirties come out in here. I have that kind of plan. Let's look that how this my plan works. That is coming, and now I check that what is there coming, and soon we can see those results. And then I insert more. This my thinner in here. Thinner. And there's my, actually this is my thinner canister, and I insert a little bit. And now and please do that outside, because this thinner is very harmful stuff. And next we look in what kind of things we have in there. Okay, and then I check that what we have got when I have cleaned that my this filter. And let's look again that can I get anything more. And what is their situation. And then I take this filter out, and maybe when we look in here inside, we can see that what kind of, is there anything stuff in there. Maybe there is some dirties in there, and now I believe that this filter is fine and I can install it back. But before of this installation I need to clean that totally with clean paper, because it is not good that anything thinner goes in this automatic gearbox, and that's I clean this stuff in that way. And then if we have compressed air, it could that we clean that more through that way. And now I insert my filter in there, and there is this compressed air, and that way and it makes it cleaner. Okay, good. Now I believe that this my filter is clean, and then I can do same thing that I clean also that oil sump, because it's not good. And then when I have cleaned both of these, we can continue. Okay, and then I am planning to go install this old filter back, or then we can of course install new filter. It is fine, and then we only check that everything is okay, and then we go to install that back. Okay, and now when I am planning to install that oil sump back, I recommend always to purchase new this original gasket, what is in that area, this thin, this material what I am now moving. But now I am planning to use, if you think that you have high quality gasket glue, like I have this Sikasil gasket, brand is Sika, it comes from Europe, Switzerland, it's like quality like Swiss chocolate. If you have ever taste sweet chocolates, Toblerone, it is nice chocolates, good quality. And this is similar quality car gasket glue, and I am planning to install that red silicone in these areas, but before of that I need to little bit sandpaper that area, and I have in here a sandpaper, and I little bit do this thing harder in that way. This is like not best sandpaper, but better than nothing. And now I little bit sand this, and this purpose is that when I sandpaper this little bit better, then this glue takes better contact. And now look in here. This is, we can look that closer. So what is there happening? There is this thing like in here, and now this is shiny, but when I use this my sand disc, you can see that there are those scratches, and these scratches, they are important. Then we have better friction, and in here I scratch this carefully. That way. Now there's more scratches, and now I think that this is even better. And then the final step is that because in gearbox and oil areas every dirt particles is back, we need this compressed air. And here is my compressed air, and then carefully I throw away all of these things in here. Good. Now it's clean, and then I take this my gasket glue. Please use Cikasil gasket or something else, high quality gasket glue what is made in England or then in USA, and they are good quality. And then there is my tool, and when I press that in here, this glue start to come in. Okay, and actually it came in there. And I insert, and then I insert this my glue in all areas in here, in that way. And all areas same amount of this stuff. It is important. And in here and then when I have pressed that way, good. Now it's fine. I take final step is my finger, and with that finger I insert same amount of this gasket glue in all areas. This is critical. That all areas there must be this gasket glue that way, and if there is too much, it's good to take away, because too much gasket glue is not cool. Okay, now I think that this is quite fine, quite nicely. Maybe in here we have too much this stuff. Okay, we'll take this away, because this is not good that this gasket glue is inside in here, because it can make those gearbox issues, and that's take all extra this loose away in here inside area. Okay, good. And magnets are there. And then we can go to install that back in this our gearbox area. And please take some screws, these bolts with you, that we can install that, and let's go to do that next. Okay, and then when I fasten these bolts, there is not much force. There is torque reference and only 20 Newton meters is this force. It is not much. 20 Newton meters. And all bolts must be in that amount. Next I a little bit move that here that we can see that what I am doing. I insert that in here. And then when I got here, when we hear click, okay, now okay, no any, right, there is no any click again. Okay, now it clicks. 20. Okay, and 20 Newton meters. Okay, and all bolts. We need to hear this click sound. And then when I have checked all of this through, we can continue. Okay, and then final part is to take cotton cloth and clean all of these extra dirties and this sealant gasket silicone away because they are harmful. Okay, and now it's better, good. Okay, and then next step is to add new gearbox, transmission gearbox oil and liquid in their inside. Okay, and this gearbox adding is a little bit difficult because there is a small hole, and in that hole I need to add 2 gallons this. Okay, it's not so easy. And carefully it goes in there. This is difficult. Okay, and then when I have added in there 2 quarters, not 2 gallons, then this thing is ready. Okay, and I finish my job next. Okay, and now finally I have added new automatic transmission liquid and oils, and everything should be fine, and then we go to test drive, and if everything is fine, work is well done. And thank you again for watching that video.